Good evening. Again.
Yes.
Again. Got to get used to that. We are on episode 9, week 10 it is now, since we missed a week over Thanksgiving. And it's another great day, isn't it, Doug?
Oh, fantastic day. Get to come home for winter break.
Yep. As we said on social media, Doug could not record this morning because he was on his way home, and it just worked out where we could do it right now. So
good old Friday evening sesh.
Little Friday evening jam sesh with the Huddle boys. So let's get started right now. We're going to talk about the 3-point shot for a little bit. So on this day in 1988, 10 years before we were in this world, the New York Knicks set a then record of 11 3-pointers in one game. Since then, 8 players have eclipsed 11 or more threes in one game. And Steph Curry accounts for, there's 8 players, but there's like 12 total. And Steph Curry accounts for like 4 of those, which is pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, true. Has anyone ever hit 12?
Yeah, a few have. I don't think I have my stats open right now. But Steph Curry is one of them.
Yeah.
I think another one is... whatever. And the team record for threes is 25 by the Cavs. So, in a little under...
Jumps from 11...
Yeah,
in 88.
In about 30 years.
From 11 to 25.
Yeah. So for me, this is the revitalization. Revitalization, is that the right word? I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, sure. We'll roll with it. Of the NBA, revitalization of the NBA, rejuvenation of the NBA is the three.
Is better word.
There we go. College. The 3-point shot. It's what almost every team bases their game around right now. I think that's...
Yeah, it's a 3-point shooting league.
I mean, you look at the best players in the NBA, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, all on one team, but LeBron can shoot the 3 now. Anthony Davis can shoot the 3 ball. Who am I missing? Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, almost every...
I mean, pretty much everyone.
Yeah, there aren't...
There's a few centers that can shoot, but not a lot of them.
Yeah.
But most, like, a lot of power forwards now, stretch fours,
are just 3 ball, 3 ball, 3 ball.
Do you like the game being 3 and D?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I do too.
A
lot of old school guys will say they like it more down low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Not a lot of people love the 3.
Tough, hard-nosed 80s basketball.
Yeah.
I love it. It's more tailored for the fan.
Yeah, it is really exciting to watch.
Because I'd rather...
Even though I hate the Warriors.
Yeah.
You can't deny it's fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. But there's my little rant of the day, if you will. So let's dive in to some good content here. So we stressed at the start of the show that the AFC West was the best division in football. And so far, it
could be a toss-up.
It hasn't really led up to the hype. Because
not fully.
The Denver Broncos don't have a quarterback. They're no. in a word, they are ass. And the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Raiders are all 6-6, and not one of those teams, I think, looks like they're the clear-cut division winner, with 4 games to go.
Well,
and if
I could make an argument,
I was just about to say, if it was going to be anybody, it would be the Chargers.
Yeah, if it was going to be anyone, it would be the Chargers.
Yeah,
right now.
They're playing the best. I mean, they started out 0-4.
They started 0-4, and now they're 6-6.
Yeah.
So they're playing the best. They're the hottest team right now.
Yeah, in the West. Yeah.
The Chiefs have lost 5 straight, I think, or 4 straight.
They're bad too, man.
They're playing really bad.
Yeah.
And I don't see them like turning it around.
No.
They just look like they're out of sorts and not gonna figure it out here soon.
I think it all stems back to Eric Berry. I think they're missing.
Yeah.
I think they're missing their leader, because he's their leader. It's not Alex Smith. It's not Tyreek Hill. It's not Kareem Hunt. It's Eric.
No.
It's Eric Berry.
Yeah, you're right.
Even though Alex Smith has played out of his mind for the majority of this year.
Yeah, they don't have a clear-cut leader on offense.
No.
Like, it's not. So you gotta have that defensive presence. And when he's off the field, it's a big deal.
And Marcus Peters is too much of a head case to lead a team as well. I mean,
no,
he's a great.
He's a great player.
Yeah,
you're right.
totally.
But you can't respect the guy who throws a flag into the stands.
No, not at all. But the biggest 2 games in the AFC West playoff race are this weekend and next weekend, with the Raiders at the Chiefs, and is it Chargers at the Chiefs or Chiefs at Chargers?
I have no idea.
Attaboy.
It doesn't matter. Chargers are gonna win.
But either way, you're such a loser. Either way, those are going to be the 2 biggest games of the year for all 3 of those teams.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, the Raiders.
It'll probably decide unless one team wins out, it'll probably decide who goes in.
Yeah.
As the division winner.
Yep. Oh, that's a Thursday night game at the Chiefs. Chargers at Chiefs Thursday night or Saturday night.
Oh.
Saturday night. What in the name of
Saturday night?
Saturday, 12/16, 5:15 or 5:25 p.m.
I'm all in for that. That means I get to watch the Chargers. So
it's on NFL Network. It's on NFL Network.
That's sweet. So right now, what's your prediction then?
Well, how about this? How about I say I don't think it's going to be the Chiefs?
Okay.
Because the Raiders and Chargers still play.
Yep.
One more game in San Diego, or I'm sorry, in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
It's last game of the year on New Year's Eve.
Hey, did you see what Keenan Allen said?
No.
He said playing in our stadium feels like an away game.
And that's been one of the hottest receivers in the NFL over the last couple weeks too.
Yeah.
I mean, every single week I feel like he's putting up 30 plus fantasy points.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
Three consecutive weeks of 10 receptions and 100 yards. And a touchdown in all 3 games.
I mean, it's simple. If he stays healthy, the Chargers are good. Because Phillip Rivers actually has somebody to throw to. Mm-hmm. Outside of Antonio Gates.
Hunter Henry.
But I think the Chiefs are out of it. I really do. And if the only way I can see them having a chance at winning this division is beating the Raiders.
Both.
I think if they beat the Raiders, I think they have a shot. Because if they lose, they're 6-7. And I mean, and then being 6-7, losing 5 straight, then having to play the Chargers, who are probably going to win this weekend against the Redskins, I would say. Kirk Cousins is not a top 10 quarterback. So I do think that they're going to win. At Dallin. I do not. I think the Chargers and the Raiders are both going to be 7-6 after this weekend. And, you know, it's going to be up in the air. I mean, it's awesome. This is what December football is all about. Mm-hmm. And I think going into the year, I think this is what we expected out of this division.
Yeah, and I don't think people expected the Chargers to be there.
Ooh, you sure as hell did.
I did, and I voiced that.
Yeah.
But most people thought they were going to be at the bottom, number 4.
Mm-hmm. Phillip Rivers is a great quarterback, though.
He is. Yeah. Their defense is really good, too.
Well, they've stayed healthy. That's been their key. Knock on wood.
They finally got Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram.
Oh, Melvin Ingram, man. Holy smokes. Potentially be the next 99 overall in Madden. Just throwing it out there. I mean, come on. He's a stud.
He is.
I mean, it's going to be a toss-up. You know, I don't know who... to finish up, I don't know. There's no clear cut, in my opinion, right now. I think it's all split down the middle between the 3 of them. because the Chiefs could turn around. Raiders, God knows what's going on there, and the Chargers, they're on the upward spiral. So
Let's go, baby.
let's go. So let's segue now into the NBA, and we are going to talk about the greatest basketball player of all time, LeBron James. I freak you out there for a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
What the heck? I can't even read my notes here. There we go. So, we talked on the phone a little earlier this week, or was that today or yesterday? I don't even remember, but LeBron, not the Cavs, LeBron just came off of a 13-game winning streak.
Yes.
They just came off a 13-game winning streak, and nobody's talking about it. Why?
Because they're the Cavs.
Because it's LeBron?
Yeah, so it's... LeBron has this thing where people just expect the most out of him.
Yep.
They expect him to win all these games. They expect him to be the number 1 seed.
Yep.
So when he does something that's really impressive, it just kind of goes unnoted.
Yeah.
And I told you, it's the Celtics go on a 15 games?
15, yeah.
15-game win streak at the beginning of the season. Everybody's freaking out. It's all over Twitter, Bleacher Report.
Yep.
It's everywhere. But like right now, the Cavs are on a.
They just lost today to the.
Okay, they just lost today
to the Pacers. Yeah.
But before that, they were on a was it 13?
Yeah, 13.
13, and it doesn't feel like anyone's talking about it because nobody really cares.
Yeah.
And people just expect LeBron to be great.
Yeah.
It's just.
It's just
LeBron
annoying.
effect,
Like he should have won the MVP the last decade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, it's just weird. It doesn't make sense to me why people expect.
Yeah.
They don't appreciate. Sometimes they don't appreciate what they're actually seeing.
Sometimes you just got to sit back and come to grips with the fact that you're watching the greatest basketball player play right now. Best
basketball
team
is not
player.
That good.
They're okay.
They're not good.
LeBron's playing point guard.
I know. Isaiah Thomas is out. Derrick Rose.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's.
I don't know. He just got news that
he's got bone
spur.
He has
to have surgery.
Yeah I don't know what the hell is up with that guy. I feel so bad for him.
He might retire.
He might. I'd call it quits after this year if I'm him. I need to preserve my body, dude.
Yeah, he's got to.
I mean, I got experience doing that, man. You need to.
But I don't know why their team's not that good, and it's actually crazy how well the Cavs are doing.
Yeah.
Based on their roster.
But real quick, go back to the start of the year when they were struggling. Right?
Yeah.
That was everywhere.
Yeah, that was all
Cavs
over.
Cavs lose.
And it's funny, they lose, but they still had a winning record, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Right?
And everybody freaked out.
I mean, maybe they might have been one game under 500.
Yeah, but everybody was freaking out saying
they're the worst defensive team in NBA history. Bro, it's 10 games into the year and they're 4-6. Calm down.
Yeah, and it was like, do they need to make a move? Do they need to trade the pick? We even talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
We said, what should the Cavs do?
Yeah. You
You
can't doubt the king.
No.
I mean, you can't. It's like doubting Jordan. You don't doubt Jordan. You know?
I still think they should make some sort of moves that would benefit the team.
DeMarcus Cousins.
They haven't done a very good job of building through the draft.
No. Well, because they always trade their picks to add pieces.
Yeah, but the pieces are always old and washed up. It's weird.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Dwayne Wade, Jeff Green, Richard Jefferson.
All right, Jeff Green's an athlete among athletes, though, bro. He's like 30, but the dude can still
Channing
fly.
Frye.
No, he needs to. He's making like $8 million a year.
I know.
Is he still? J.R. Smith is making 14. What a bum contract. 14 mil. It's like the Blazers matching Brooklyn's offer for Allen Crabbe for 18 a year. Just unbelievable. That's just crap. But all in all, man, it's the LeBron factor when it comes down to it. people just LeBron should have at least 8 MVPs right now. 7, 8
Yeah,
MVPs.
it's just
He
not
should.
gonna
It's just
happen.
not going to happen because he's the greatest player of all time, and people don't want to admit that. So, last couple minutes, we're going to talk about a topic that's near and dear to Doug's heart right now. And your boy, Willie Taggart, just left Oregon. How does that make you feel?
It's pretty unfortunate, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's been the word on campus, the past week.
Yeah.
And what was funny is it started off with this report that I read a week ago or two, maybe.
Yeah.
That says if Jimbo Fisher might leave FSU to go to Texas A&M, and I was like, whoa. And then the next report said, if that happens, FSU looks at Willie Taggart.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what the hell?
what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the?
Well,
yes,
and a side note, it only makes sense because that's Willie Taggart country, Florida,
Yeah, it's where he's from. So, yes, I totally understand.
Yeah.
I totally understand why you do that. But crazy enough, Jimbo Fisher leaves FSU.
Yeah.
Or, as you said, gets canned.
He got canned, bro. He got canned.
So he's at Texas A&M making so much money. Did you see his contract?
Fat, dude.
Did you hear it was all donor paid?
You're kidding.
Yeah, the $70 million, I think.
Oh, huh.
So all donor paid. Anyway, no. Then FSU reaches out to Willie Taggart,
And of course, he hops on the
and
offer.
of course. Well, at first he said, "I'm gonna listen to their offer,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna stay at Oregon." He goes there.
5 years, $25 million.
He goes there and signs a contract that night.
Snakes, bro.
So, and it's tough because it's like, dude, the dude came in 1 year, got all these recruits, defense got so much better.
Yeah. Oregon football was actually looking up.
Or it looked good, and they'd have a starting quarterback next year in his junior season. Like, things would be really good.
Yeah.
They had one of the best recruiting classes this year.
Yeah.
But since he's gone to FSU, we have already lost like 6 or 7 4-star recruits.
Yeah, dude, that sucks, man.
And they're like, a lot of them are from Florida.
Yep, of course.
So they're probably going to go to FSU.
Yep, and FSU's going to be one of the best programs in the nation next year.
Yeah, what I've heard, he's a great recruiter. He's a fantastic recruiter.
Well, and not nowadays, it's like you got to be recruiter first, coach second almost.
Yeah, because you just got to get the talent there.
Yeah, and then develop it. So I mean, really, like, yeah, you are a head coach, but I mean, really, that's why you hire assistant coach, the best assistant coaches in the nation, is because they're great coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be an okay coach, but a great recruiter.
But if you can recruit, you can.
But I mean,
You can do a lot
obviously,
of good.
most head coaches are both. They're great recruiters and great coaches, which is why they're head coaches and why they're assistant coaches. But if I may add to that, I saw a tweet from, I think it was from an Oregon player that said,
Oh, Troy Dye.
yeah,
I think I retweeted it. Troy Dye. He's a great defensive end.
yeah,
Actually, he might be a linebacker, but he tweeted, "The dude lied to my dad.
my dad's face right on my couch.
My dad's face right on my couch Thursday night.
Yeah,
And told him he wasn't going to leave. And then the next morning,
yeah,
he left.
and he's
Lost
gone.
all my respect.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just sad. Like, I get, Willie Taggart said, I wouldn't have left Oregon for just any job.
Yeah,
I understand that.
yeah,
But when you come to a school and you improve the team to 7-5, you get all these recruits, and you're going to make a difference.
and you do it without your quarterback.
You do it without your quarterback. You have a real, the outlook is really good.
People would start having a soft spot for you.
Yeah. And he picks up and leaves after only 1 season.
I mean, you got to figure that FSU is probably his dream job.
It probably is.
I mean,
and I respect that.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
At the same time, you can't leave after 1 season.
Yeah, I mean, because you're there, you obviously have a firsthand experience with it, but as an outsider looking in, just like the majority of the rest of the world is, or the United States, it only makes sense for him to leave. leave for his dream job. I mean, it's
Yeah. It just hurts at one season.
Yeah, exactly. I understand. Like, it's kind of like the LaMarcus Aldridge promising to bring a title to Portland, then leaving. Like, I will never ever forgive LaMarcus Aldridge for that.
Right.
But as an outsider looking in, they're probably like, oh, that's probably a good move for LaMarcus to go to San Antonio. And I mean, 4 or 5 years down the road from now, Willie Taggart may have a national championship under his belt, and you'll be like, okay, that was probably a good move going to Florida State.
It was a good move for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it just sucks for a lot of the players.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel bad for the players and the coaches and families that he brought out here.
Mm-hmm.
He literally brought them across the country, and then he himself moved back.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know, just a tough situation. They just hired Mario Cristobal, so hopefully.
Who by the way got a nice big shout out from Dwayne the Rock Johnson, saying how great.
Did he really?
Yeah, saying how great of a guy he was and how this is going to be his big opportunity. Blah 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 blah.
Good.
Yeah,
good. I hope so.
I guess they played with each other at Miami.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so that I think. I mean, obviously, I think you'd rather have Willie Taggart, but. I mean, maybe you got the next best option. I thought the next best option was Lane Kiffin, but, who knows? We'll see. That's our show. Thanks for tuning in. Holiday special coming up in a couple of weeks, I do believe.
Yeah, 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks, yeah. Right around Christmas time. It'll be a Christmas special. Hopefully, we'll try to reel in a special guest or two, and we'll see you next week. And Raider Nation.